Yosemite Valley spared from major flood damage. The rain-swollen Merced River swamped parts of the valley floor, but is now receding. KPIX5's Wilson Walker was the only reporter inside the park during the storm, and he shows us what it left behind.
So we ended up cresting at 10,500 cubic feet per second.
When the rain and melting snow hit their crescendo this morning, the Merced ran high, but it did not run angry, just knocking at the door of campsites like Half Dome Village and making a drive around the valley feel more like a drive around a lake.
So that puts us at just above a 10-year flood.
Catherine Fong is one of the hydrologists faced with the wildly complex task of predicting the behavior of a river being fed from every direction. She says the lack of real damage following this 10-year flood is no accident.
Yeah, so the 1997 flood, which is our flood of record, kind of rewrote the map in Yosemite Valley in terms of where infrastructure is.
As soon as mid-afternoon, the Merced had already dropped back to flood stage, but as impressive as this river has been over the past 2 days, the real story wasn't down here. It was all around you, just pouring off the valley walls.
All the waterfalls, they were the biggest that I've ever seen and the biggest that some people who've been here for 20 years have ever seen.
In the end, it was hardly the storm some were dreading here, and it put some real perspective on just how dramatic the floods of 1997 really were. Only downside is that the last 2 days had all the signatures of a Yosemite classic, only there was virtually nobody around to see it. In Yosemite Valley, Wilson Walker, KPIX5.